Hello everyone, my name is Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you have been here before. Today we are going to be doing a very short and very sweet current thoughts reading. So we're going to be taking a look at what your person is currently thinking about you and about the connection that you share with them. As always, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If it does not resonate with you, then it is not meant for you. And with all of that said, we have pile 1 with rose quartz, pile 2 with snowflake obsidian, and pile 3 with green aventurine. Hello pile 1, my rose quartz pile. Let's take a look at what your person is currently thinking about you and about the connection that you share with them. Let's see, what is it that they have on their mind in regard to you and in regard to the connection that you both share. Okay, we have the Four of Swords. So for some of us, we might be no contact or no communication with this person. And right after that, we've got the Nine of Swords. Let's see, we've got the High Priestess. And we have the Eight of Cups, so I'm going to need to pull one more card. And we end it with the Two of Cups. So, all in all, for some of us, we might be no or low contact with this person. Or I feel like, too, we've got the Nine of Swords here. The Nine of Swords can be indicative of anxiety. The Four of Swords can also be indicative of anxiety. So I feel like for some of us, yeah, okay, we might be low or no contact with this person. But for others, it could be that this person is, let's say, very anxious at times when it comes to us. They might be anxious about moving the connection forward. They might be anxious about how to ask us out, etc., and so on. And this anxiety could be something that at times has held them back from making positive movement forward. But as it stands right now, we've got two cards here. Four of Swords, which can indicate low or no contact. But I also feel like the Four of Swords, this is what I was getting at before and I lost my train of thought. The Four of Swords, to me, it can also represent someone at times that seems to be a little in and out. And at times their actions might confuse us. At times their actions are seeming to be, and at times literally are, a little bit mixed signally. You know, like at times we might be feeling like we're getting mixed signals from this person because there's times where they seem all in and there's times where they are barely even in our lives. So it's very difficult for us to pinpoint what it is or how it is that this person is thinking or feeling because they have a very difficult time opening up. There's times where they seem to be in our lives and out of our lives. And we're not really seeing as of yet, perhaps for some of us, some positive movement forward here to let us know that we're not, let's say, wasting our time waiting for this person to do something. We move forward to the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords to me is going to bring up fearfulness and anxiety. It can be an indication that this person at times, for me too, that Nine of Swords, it can be like they've idealized this connection a lot, or they've built this connection up in their own head, and they're very in their own head about it, which is why they're feeling so anxious, or why they are struggling to make a move, or why they're struggling to open up, or why they're struggling to be all in, etc., and so on. We've got the High Priestess. The first thing I heard when the High Priestess jumped, and the High Priestess does translate to this, is they could find you to be highly desirable. There's a lot of physical attraction that they have for you, and there could also be a strong chemistry that exists between the two of you. Now we've got the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is indicative of positive movement forward. Typically, though, the Eight of Cups is going to represent for me, we're walking away from something and we're moving forward towards something. And I feel like with the way that this reading lined up, there's a strong indication that this person is walking away from their fearfulness. They're walking away from any of these BS mixed signal type of behavior that they might be doing or have done with you in the past. They're moving away from their anxiety. They're letting go of whatever self-limiting beliefs they have, and they are going to be moving forward toward you, is the way that we could say it. So we've got low or no contact for some, but we've also got that this person at times might be all in or all out. This person at times might be sending us what we feel and what for some of us are mixed signals because of the way that this person behaves. And a large reason why the person's behaving that way is because of fear and anxiety. It could also be other mental or emotional health afflictions, but for me, the number one thing that's coming through here is fear and anxiety. You know, they're very anxious about moving this connection forward, which to me could signify that maybe we've been friends with this person. It could signify that this person has had a fear of commitment. It could signify that this person doesn't want the connection between the both of you to change. It could signify that this person has, you know, just in general always had difficulty expressing themselves or had difficulty with emotional intimacy and so on and so forth. When we move forward here, this person is very attracted to you. They find you highly desirable. They're ready and willing to let go of their fear and their anxiety so that they can make positive movement forward toward a much more so romantic relationship or connection between you both. I feel like when it comes to this connection, this person has it on their mind that they don't want to lose you. They feel like there's a lot of chemistry and that there's a lot of attraction between the both of you. And they know that in order for the two of you to have this more so Two of Cups connection with one another, that they are going to have to begin to let go of the fear and anxiety that is taking place over here. I feel like they're working through this. The Eight of Cups at times can also represent a soul-searching journey. So they might be, you know, yet again, walking away from bad habits or walking away from mindsets that aren't conducive to having a happy and healthy relationship. And they are beginning to move forward toward having this much more open, much more honest, much more loving and romantic relationship with you. They want something more committed here. They feel like there's mutual feelings, mutual respect. They want there to be mutual loyalty, etc. They are definitely trying to make positive movement forward toward a very happy, healthy, and fulfilling relationship with you. I really hope that that makes sense, my pile ones. Thank you all so much for allowing me to read for you today, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. Hello, pile 2, my snowflake obsidian pile. Let's take a look at how your person is currently thinking and feeling about you, what is on their mind when it comes to you and when it comes to the connection that you both share. Okay, let's see, pile 2. What is your person currently thinking? Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. And we have the King of Cups. So I feel like this is a very lovely reading when it comes to what this person is thinking about you and about the connection. So we start out with the Seven of Pentacles. What I like with the Seven of Pentacles here is, to me, this is going to at first indicate or highlight that this person feels like there is something growing between the both of you. The Seven of Pentacles, it can represent cultivation, growth, laying down a foundation, laying down your roots sort of thing. And I feel like with that Seven of Pentacles starting us off, this person feels like the feelings that they have for you are continuing to grow. Perhaps the more that the two of you are getting to know one another, and the closer that the two of you are getting to one another, the more that this person is finding things to be attracted to you about. Let's say, like, the more that you and this person get to know each other, and the more that this person's seeing you and who you are, and spending time with you, the more attraction is growing. I feel like that is such a lovely message to see here. I feel like with that Seven of Pentacles, there's just a very strong indication of things going well within this connection between the both of you, or that this person feels like things are going well. This person's feeling like they can begin to see a real solid future with you. And when we move forward to the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles is a card of reciprocation. This card jumps out a lot for us here. So if you've heard me go over the Six of Pentacles before, this would equal time, effort, and energy. It would be an indication of there being equal respect, commitment toward one another. it just seems like to me that the two of you are really beginning to bond with one another. I don't know why, but like bond is a huge word that's coming up for me here. Growth is a huge word that's coming out like up for me when it comes to this reading. It seems like the two of you and the bond that you have with one another is continuing to strengthen and to grow. I feel like the two of you are beginning to make plans for your futures with the other person in mind. For some of us, or maybe for many of us, we might have a little bit more of an established connection with this person. To me, that would mainly indicate that we are perhaps already dating this person, although we don't have to be. To me, it seems like us and our person of interest here are really beginning to see a life with the other person. You know, it's like we're not like we weren't serious about this person before, they weren't serious about us, but it's like now things are beginning to get very serious between the two of you, and it seems as though this person's planning out their future with you in mind. This person's trying to build a stable foundation for the two of you to build a life off of. This person's trying to put in their time, effort, and energy as much as they possibly can. And I feel like that's important too here. I also feel like that's important too here because it seems like one or both of you may also have a or place a strong focus on your careers. And it just seems like to me like the two of you are genuinely trying to be there for one another whenever you possibly can, in whatever way that you can. And I feel like that's what this person's trying to show you. I feel like this person's trying to show you like that they are there for you, that you can rely on them or depend on them when they are needed, or when they are needed, they're making sure that you know that they are there for you. I hope that makes sense. I hope I didn't butcher that sentence, but I hope that makes sense. But the two of you seem to be really, that's one thing too, like you guys are considering what a future would look like with the other person. I feel like for one or both of you as well, that Seven of Pentacles to me is going to bring up manifestation. And I feel like when it comes to you and this person, you are seeing what it is that you've been trying to manifest for yourself become tangible in your reality. Even when it comes to this person themselves. I'm not like a huge let's manifest a specific person type of person. But what this feels like to me is we've perhaps been manifesting for love, and we have found someone that has so many of the qualities that we were looking for in a potential life partner. And I feel like right now the two of you are looking at one another as potential life partners. The feelings and the bond between the both of you is growing and strengthening each and every day. The two of you try to show one another that you can depend or rely on one another. You're both very supportive of the other person. I feel like, again, with that equal time, effort, and energy thing, the both of you are putting in whatever time, effort, and energy you can. And then we end with this beautiful King of Cups. And that King of Cups to me is going to reiterate that the bond between us, the emotional or romantic rather, the romantic feelings between the both of us are growing and strengthening each and every day. We really feel like we have gotten to know this person, or we are continuing to get to know this person inside and out. You know, I feel like the bond between the both of you, or this person has it on their mind that the bond between the both of you is really beginning to get stronger. There's, like, for me, this being a strong indication of moving the connection forward, deepening the level of commitment within the connection, whatever that next step would be for the both of you, I feel like is something that is going to be taking place very soon within this connection. I feel like that King of Cups would highlight that this person really, really likes you, and for some of us that have more established connections, this person is falling for you, falling in love with you, or this person already does love you. It just feels like such a strong, stable, and secure relationship. It feels like to me that the two of you can be yourselves around one another. It seems like the two of you have very strong emotional intimacy with one another. And one thing that comes to mind too is like you might feel like this person's your rock, and they definitely feel like you are their rock as well. You know, it's very grounded, stable, and secure type of energy when it comes to this connection. Your person's considering a future with you. Your person is falling for you. Your person is putting in their time, effort, and energy. Your person's considering you when it comes to their future, and so on and so forth. This is such a lovely, for only pulling 3 cards, this is such a lovely little spread, and I am so happy. Pile 2. I really hope that this resonates with those of us who it is meant for. And thank you so, so much for giving me the opportunity to do such a sweet little spread here. Have a wonderful day. Hello, pile 3, my green aventurine pile. Let's take a look at what your person is currently thinking and feeling about you. What does your person have on their mind when it comes to the connection that you both share? Let's see, my pile 3s. What is going on with this person? What are they currently thinking about? Okay, we started out with the 5 of Swords. We have the Artist. And we had too many cards jumping out, but in them we had the 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and then the Magician. So let me just put all of those back, maybe see if any of them will stick around. And the card to stick around is the 5 of Wands. So I do feel like there's been some conflict within this connection. I feel like a large part of the conflict has had to deal with your person's like sabotaging the connection at times. We've got the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords to me is immediately going to indicate something like self-sabotage or actual sabotage, like this person at times. They're feeling like they keep messing things up between the both of you. I'm trying not to cuss because this is a shorter one, but I'm trying not to cuss and it's hard. But the 5 of Swords would indicate that this person feels as though they have continuously messed things up within this connection. They could have messed things up by not communicating when they should have been communicating. It seems like there are major issues at times when it comes to the two of you communicating with one another. That could bring up something like low or no contact, or that could bring up that this person's a terrible communicator and they know that, and they're not really doing anything to make it better. You know, at this point in time, or at least today, they're not really doing anything to make it better. However, they are thinking and sitting around and waiting and kind of like, okay, what can I do to try to improve things between me and you? The Artist card to me is going to represent that this person does think about the connection very idealistically. The Artist to me will bring up them, idealizing about you, idealizing about the connection. They feel very, like stuck in their what ifs. If things were a different way, if I just would have done this, and so on and so forth. This person seems to live very much so in these what ifs. Like, what if I would have done this? Or what if I would have shown them that, whatever it is. It just feels like to me that this person constantly thinks in the what ifs when it comes to this connection. One thing that I do want to mention here is that we have the 5 of Swords, we have the Artist, which breaks down into a 5 because that would be 23, 22 plus 3 is 5, and then we have the 5 of Wands here. Having this many 5s in a tarot reading is going to signify that there has been difficult changes within this connection, that this person feels as though they have no idea on how to fix things between the both of you, that they have no idea how to try to get the two of you back to a place of peace, stability, and security with one another. I would say that the 5s within this can indicate that there's been a lot of conflict, that there's been a lot of frustration, and I'm sure that you yourself have also been feeling frustrated or thinking at times that this connection is very frustrating. And when it comes to your person as well, they're frustrated with themselves, because the self-sabotage that comes from the 5 of Swords would certainly be highlighting that your person has played a hefty hand when it comes to whatever has gone down between the both of you. And they can idealize all they want, but if they don't begin to open up, or if they don't begin to express themselves, if they don't begin to apologize, if they don't begin to, like let's say maybe release their fear of commitment, if they don't begin to release their fear of emotional intimacy, whatever the case might be, if they don't begin to fix their communication issues that they've been having with you, like they know that it is all an act of self-sabotage. And I feel like this person, it kind of goes like they know that they're sabotaging themselves and sabotaging the connection. They still think very highly of you. They still feel like there's they still feel like there could be opportunity here between the both of you. They still see that there could be a future between the both of you if they are to pull their head out of their butt. But when we go back to that Five of Wands is straight conflict, straight arguments. So like that Five of Wands to me is definitely going to indicate, and not only that, like conflict and arguments between the both of you, but the Five of Wands can also indicate inner turmoil, which leads me back to something that I brought up when I was talking about what it could mean to have all these fives out here. And that is that this person is completely lost on how to resolve things between the both of you. Through whatever act of self-sabotage this person employed, and through whatever idealism they might be employing right now to like keep the hope alive for them, or to keep the spark alive for them between the both of you, they're still at a complete loss, or they still have a lot of inner turmoil on how it is that they could begin to resolve things. I feel like maybe what's a good sign is they're still thinking about you and thinking, like if you even want to resolve things with them, they still have this on their mind. They're still thinking about it. They're trying to keep their hopes up, but they're still very much so stuck in this sort of insecure sabotage land where they're not making positive movement forward at this point in time, but they are trying to work through some of what has occurred, or they're trying to work through some of their own issues in order to be able to have this idealistic future that they see between the both of you. But at the same time, I do feel like part of the reason why they might be holding back now, or part of the reason, like especially if the two of you are low or no conflict with one another, is they definitely feel like you're upset with them for whatever reason, whether it was something really bad that they did, or whether they've done nothing at all, and the big problem within this connection is their inaction. They feel like you are not very happy with them right now, and they are just continuing to feel bad about themselves, and so on and so forth. I do feel like this person wants to try to resolve these things. They definitely would want to try to resolve things with you. But at the same time, at this point in time, actually, let me just pull one more card really quick to see, like, is this person working to resolve things? Is this person working on their own healing? Is this person just kind of, again, wallowing in self-pity land? And we have the Two of Swords. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with, for the time being, they seem to be wallowing in self-pity land. They seem to, yet again, very similar to what that one message of the fives were. The fact that this person is very lost on how it is that they could resolve things. The Two of Swords is definitely going to bring up that this person is very lost at times, that this person is very blind to, or likes, maybe even for some of them, likes to pretend that they're blind to what it is that they would need to do to resolve things here. It just seems like to me things are very stuck and stagnant right now. This person, like I said, maybe a positive that we could take from this is that they have this situation very much so on their mind, that they are still idealizing some type of future. But when it comes to this person making progress, when it comes to this person making changes that are going to better the connection that the two of you share, it doesn't really seem as though they've begun to put in that work yet. I hope that makes sense. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. If it does not resonate with you, then it is not meant for you. Thank you so much, my pile threes, for allowing me to read for you today. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day.